Good morning, Grand Rapids. How are you this morning? Here we are, looking at the sunrise. Such a beautiful sight this morning to see how it is that we have been given another beautiful opportunity to look for peace, happiness, and success. Whatever that might be for you. As it is, here we are. One more day that God has given us to be able to be grateful and to continue looking for that thing that we always look for. Those things that we dream of. Those things that we challenge ourselves on. And those things that makes us different than the animal kingdom. See how beautiful life is. You gotta love it. And the thing is, it is so easy for us to forget sometimes because of the hardships and difficulties, and we always talk about those. And at the end of it all, take a look at how powerful we are. Take a look at how much God has done for us and how He has created us to be so powerful to where even in the midst of issues, problems, illness, chaos, and everything else, yet here we still are. Continue dreaming, continue working, continue looking forward to seeing how we can best live our day today. It is a beautiful thing. Good morning, Grand Rapids. Good morning, everybody, wherever you might be. I would like to thank you for your prayers. I would like to thank you for your support and everything else that you've done for Mayan Buzz Cafe and our team and everybody else. Things have not been easy lately, and then we're still working on making things better. As it is, I do know that I have more prayers to ask for because there is a lot of more difficulties and things that I have found out about that we must go through. And that's just part of life. That's just part of each day-to-day thing. And I'm praying for many people out there that right now are struggling with cancer and are struggling also with other diseases that they have found out about. And oddly enough, it's just one of them things that I understand that we don't have control over. God does. God does have control over all those things. Our faith gets shaking once in a while because of whatever pain or even our own emotions about how we feel about things. And sometimes we do tend to go ahead and doubt whether God exists or not, or why God allows certain things to happen or not. And the fact is one of the reasons why I told you that I take a look at it is, what is it that God is trying to teach me today that is getting me ready for the next challenge in my life? Because life is a challenge. Every day is a challenge. And what I'm saying to you is the reality of it all. See, everything that you see here started with a thought. Everything was a thought. There was nothing here from the beginning. All of this was built out of somebody's thought of things. And then we became that power that went ahead and built it. And that's the whole point of what our lives is. If you take a look, even these animals right here, all they're doing is looking for something to eat. And worst case scenario, they also become our food sometimes. And so what happens is, it's hard. It's hard because everything about our lives have to do with our computer, our programming of our brain, even pain. Pain is just a feeling, but our brain tells us that it hurts. See, if we go ahead and start creating better habits for ourselves, if we start focusing and continue building and continue showing up to whatever it is that you got to do no matter what, you will see that eventually things will get better for you. Many people quit just right before they're actually going to be successful at something. Many people get too tired, and because they're tired, they give up. Many people, they don't think enough of themselves to go ahead or value themselves enough to go ahead and see it through. It is important for you to realize how powerful you are. It is important for you to realize how valuable you are. You're so powerful and so valuable that even God came to this earth for you, and He died for you. And even in the midst of pain and suffering and everything He went through, He even asked God and said, God, Father, why have you thou forsaken me? Because the pain He went through, God couldn't stand it anymore, and so God had to look away. And we cause that as human beings. See, that's what happens sometimes, even in our modern day life. We cause each other pain. We cause each other misery, and even our own selves. Sometimes we make mistakes and we must apologize and say, I'm sorry. Some people will give you the opportunity to say, I'm sorry, and people won't. Some people won't. And you just have to believe it within yourself and actually change. God has given us this opportunity of today, this beautiful morning here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. An opportunity of us to change our lives and become powerful, learn more than we have ever imagined before, because everything changes around us, and the more things change, the more we learn. Faith. Faith is believing in something even though you can't see it. Job was one of the most hardest human beings hit that I know in the story of Job. And so anything that's happening to me is nothing compared to that. And I have great faith in God, and I know that sooner or later things will get better. And I know that sooner or later all the students will come back here and they will go back to Mayan Buzz, and we will continue supporting local, and we will continue and getting our sales up, and we will continue paying our bills, and we will continue moving forward, and we will continue growing with the cities that we might be in. That's just part of life. It's about programming yourself, working towards it, showing up, acting towards it, and learning and adjusting and adapting, no matter how painful it might be, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual. We're not perfect after all. But I can tell you this. If you go ahead and understand how powerful your mind is, and when you visualize it, you go for it. And when you go ahead and not give up on yourself, no matter what, you will see it through, and you will see that someday you will reap the benefits of all the hard work that you have done here in your city or wherever you might be. So, Grand Rapids, for today, take a look at how much you've done. Take a look at how much you've given. Take a look at how much you've accomplished. Take a look at how much you've learned about yourself today. And take a look at how powerful you are. So no matter what pain and suffering and whatever there might be, don't lose faith. And don't lose faith in you. Keep going. Keep grinding. Sooner or later, things will get better. Talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day.